The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good morning, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. And if you don't know anything else on this day, know that you deserve to be blessed. We want to welcome you to Titan in the Morning.
Hey. Ooh, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Look, y'all, I'm just going to be real. I'm not feeling it this morning. I'm not. You know how sometimes you do work and you got things happening and you just not feeling it, right? That doesn't mean that I don't want to be up with you all. That doesn't mean that I don't want to come to you all and talk to you all this morning. It just means I'm just kind of not feeling it. So I want you to be truthful with yourself. When you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. But you push on, you move on, and you do. So good morning, and peace and blessings to you. It is a great morning. It's a Thursday. Throwback Thursday. Y'all go check out a little something from anybody, looking back in their past and seeing what they're doing, right? This morning, I want to talk to you all, right? This morning, I think I want to talk about loving yourself, right? Loving yourself. Y'all hold on to that part just a minute. But I want to talk about loving yourself. I don't think we do enough of it. I don't think we really know what that means, but I want to talk about that. Yes, indeed. So, it is a Thursday morning, and I have my cup with me. Now, I want to show y'all my cup because my mother bought this cup for me, and this cup is huge. Now, I am a big boy, wait a minute, hold on. Can I bring it back? There we go. Y'all see how huge this cup is? Look, it can sit on my shoulder, right? But it says the best speaker, right, gets the biggest mug, right? So she thinks I'm the best speaker. Look, so the best speaker gets the biggest mug. Okay, y'all with me? And then on the back, it has Titan Capri. Y'all see it? I want to give a shout out to moms and say thank you. I appreciate you for that. I love you for that. That's what we do. This is how we do it. You know what I mean? Be older, yeah. So without further ado, I had to take a moment, give my moms a shout out. I think she might be watching. She might be on here soon. But anyways, I want to give her a shout out for getting me the mug. Thank you so much for believing in me and thinking that I am the best speaker, which I am. We're going to manifest that. Okay, we're going to manifest that. So this morning, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get right into it. We're going to talk. Wait, hold on. Before we do that, make sure that you get out and vote. If you are in a state that if you're doing early voting, get out and vote. If you're going to vote on election day, that's fine. You do whatever you need to do, but get out and vote. Ladies and gentlemen, do not let this opportunity for the power that you have slide by. Okay? Everybody needs to get out and vote. You need to know who your candidates are. You need to know what propositions and what bills and what laws are in place. You need to get out and vote. All right. I'm done with that because I don't want to, but get out and vote. Get out and vote. All jobs, right? All jobs that you have, all work that you do should have a time for you to go and vote. Check on it, look in your handbook and see if it's there. I'm sure it's there. Mm-hmm. So this morning, right, we want to see what's in the cup. What's in your cup? What's in your cup? What's in the cup? Ooh. Hold on. What's in the cup? What's in the cup? It's love. What's in the cup? Love. Yes, look, y'all, look. We want to know what's in the cup this morning. And what I want to talk about this morning that's in your cup is loving yourself. Loving yourself. Love, 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 love. Come on. That's a good old Luther. Love, 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 loving yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, we want people to love us, but we don't truly know how to love ourselves. So what's in your cup this morning? What's in your cup? It should be love. Love for you, love for yourself, love for your mind, body, and soul, love for all the things that are you. Love. Y'all know I have a conversation. Y'all know I had, picture it. Houston, 2022, right? I am speaking with someone and they're saying that I feel guilty for doing things for myself and others can't do the same thing. Now, let that sit with you for a second. I understand.
Pyro Media Network is a proactive network focused on providing innovative space for content creators and entrepreneurs. PMN is dedicated to giving its viewers a diverse entertainment experience while helping content creators elevate their production, engagement, and overall branding. To date, PMN has reached over 1 million viewers and listeners internationally, produced over 72 successful shows with high ratings and
Hey, whoa. Whoa. Look, y'all, I got to apologize to y'all. It seems that we just had some technical difficulties. Everything then went out. But you know what? I'm here. I am so sorry. Looks like we just had what we consider a moment. And so I'm going to do what I can in this moment for this morning. I do apologize. I'm hoping that I'm able to get back on track with y'all and make sure we're good. Is that too bright? Is it too bright? Oh, thank y'all. Whew. All right, look. So we're not going to waste it. Things happen, and I do apologize. It seems like something is going on outside. I don't know what it is. I'm sure I'll check it out in just a moment. But we were talking about what's in your cup, right? And loving yourself is in your cup. Showing yourself what love is and doing things. And as I stated, the person stated to me that, Titan, I feel like I am being selfish. I am being mean or anything like that with not doing anything for them, but doing everything for me. And so I want to encourage you to be a little selfish, just a little bit, right? Because what you need to do is be able to be there for yourself, be able to do things for you. Now, here's the thing. If you are loving them and doing for them all the time, what are you doing for yourself? And you can say all day long, and you can say, yes, Titan, I'm actually getting something out of it because I love what I'm doing for them. And that's fine. But when was the last time you pampered yourself? When was the last time you made room for you? When was the last time that you took a moment and had a moment of clarity where you understood where you were and what you were doing? When was the last time you vented to someone other than a friend, right, about what's going on in your life? When was the last time you took a ride to the beach? When was the last time you did any of those things, right? And I know you're probably saying, okay, Ty, those are just things, but are those things that you love? And do you love yourself enough to do those things? So this morning, I want you, when we say what's in the cup, right? What's in the cup is love. We want you to take a moment and take a look in the cup and look what love looks like, right? And then once you do that, I want you to go ahead and I want you to take a sip. Let's take a sip of what's in the cup. Let's take a sip of what's in the cup. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Yes. So we're going to take a sip of that love. So this is what I told my friend. I said, I have always been doing for others, right? And this is just a moment of clarity. When I take a sip of what's in the cup this morning, I take a sip of love. I have to love myself enough to know that I need certain things, right? I can't do what everybody else does. I need certain things. Y'all with me? And those certain things are things that will make me perform better, be better, do better, just be a better all-around Titan. So I love myself enough to get enough sleep at night, right? I love myself enough to make sure that whatever my exercise regime is, that I do that. I love myself enough to pray and meditate on my spirit and make sure that I am good with what's going on. I love myself enough to not bring around chaos and craziness around me all the time. I love myself enough to make sure that I am good. So I have this thing to where I talk about protect your peace. I love myself enough to protect my peace. I'm not going around you. I'm not doing something that's going to alter or make me feel some kind of way. I'm not doing any of that, right? I'm not doing any of that. And so people say, well, Titan, you don't go nowhere. You don't do anything anymore. You don't do this and that. And I said, you know what? I had to take a moment and think about it. Not that I don't love you, not that I don't like you, not that I don't want to be around you, but in this moment, I'm loving myself. I'm loving the skin that I'm in. I'm loving the position that I'm in. I'm loving where I'm at. I'm loving what I'm doing. And so with that comes some responsibility. I can't love myself and still do all this stuff over here. I can't protect my peace and still be crazy and do. I can't do it. I can't balance that. Back in my 20s, when I was popping and on that, I thought that I could handle it. And even then I couldn't handle it, right? Even then I couldn't handle it. But I had to take a moment and love myself. I wasn't loving myself, regretting the fact that I went to this location. I wasn't loving myself standing there trying to be there for somebody else when I knew I really wanted to be at home sleep. When I knew that the next morning I had a presentation or I had something to do, I wasn't loving myself. I wasn't loving myself enough to tell the truth. I kept hiding it. I wasn't loving myself to keep standing in the background when I should have been up front. Y'all with me? And so I want to say to you, love yourself. It's going to take some sacrifice. It's going to take some time, but anything worth having, it's worth working for. Anything worth having is worth working for. So if you are out here and you are saying that I am doing this and loving myself is doing for other people, that's a false narrative. You can love what you do for people, but that's not loving yourself. What are you doing for you? Be a little selfish. That's what I say. Be a little selfish. What are you doing for you? And then it's crazy because people will say, well, Titan, you're making it sound like I can't do anything for him. I'm not saying don't do anything. I'm not saying don't be there. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. What I'm saying is you got to love yourself in the process. Now, here's how you do it. You put love first, loving yourself first, and then everything else second. Now, I know you're going to say, oh, Titan, no, God should be first and this and that. I'm not speaking in that text. What I'm speaking of is you getting enough rest, you loving yourself, you making sure that things are good. You're making sure that you don't cause any more stress in your life. You're making sure that your life is full of greatness and prosperity. That's loving yourself. And the funny part is people will tell you all day long, oh, well, you should come and do this and have this and do that. I made a decision that if it's not good for me, I'm not doing it. And that's all the way around. If it's going to cause me havoc or pain or chaos or craziness, I'm not doing it. Why? Because I love myself. Why? Because I want to make sure that I'm good, right? That particular time when I went out to go and celebrate somebody, when I knew that I had a presentation that morning, I got through the presentation, no problem, because y'all know I'm a trooper. You know what I'm saying? I'm a soldier. That's what I do. However, could I have used that extra 2 to 3 hours of sleep? Could I have used that time to not drag and then I'm trying to wake myself up with coffee and do all of these? Could I have done something different? Yes. I could have loved myself enough to make sure that I was good. So this morning, when you look in your cup, what's in your cup? Loving yourself. When you take a sip of that love, see what that looks like. What does that look like? Does that mean that you do everything, that you cause havoc in your life, that you make your life trouble, that you do all of these things? You know what I mean? And so you got to make a choice. You have to make a choice. And I choose me. I choose me. Loving myself means that I can be open and available for all that the universe, for all that God, for all that this earth, right, can give to me. Loving myself means that I'm going to take control over where I go and what I do. Loving myself means that I am going to make sure that I do not invite in the darkness and the nastiness or the evilness because I'm loving myself. I'm praying and meditating on my spirit. I'm making sure that I am good, loving myself. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying you can't have friends. I'm not saying you can't have family. Like I have village, tribe, gang. I got my peeps. I got them. But they all know that it's Titan first in the sense of me protecting my peace and loving myself, not being selfish, because most of them will tell you I will do for them, in a minute. I'll open doors. I will help you out. I will show up. I will call and give you a pep talk. I will do whatever it is you need me to do. But they also know that Titans come first. Titan is first in the moment of protecting my peace, loving myself, being there and being in the moment. That's what it is. And so this morning, what's in your cup? Let it be love. While you are getting the kiddos ready this morning, while you are on your way out the door, while you are headed to the job, while you are going to do your morning exercise, while you're just getting a cup of coffee and then getting back in the bed, whatever it is that you are doing, you make sure that you love yourself enough that you have peace and understanding, that you give yourself space, you give yourself time, you give yourself that love. And if you haven't done it, and if you have not done it, then do it now. Then do it now. Make sure that you are in it. Make sure that you have what's going on. Make sure that you are loving yourself to the point to where you don't have to worry if love is an option. Love should never be an option. Love should never be an option. It should always be. It should never be an option. Do I love myself or don't I love myself? Today, I'm going to love myself. No, love yourself every day. It shouldn't be an option. You shouldn't have to pick A or B. Love should always be number one. Number one, I love myself enough to know. I love myself enough to understand. I love myself enough to be, right? I love myself enough. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this before I'm out of here today. I had to make a choice. And my choice came with some crying, some heartache, some hurt, I don't have the same friends that I had at that point. It came with a lot. And the reality of it is that I had to understand that in order to love myself, I didn't have to have all these friends around. I didn't have to have all these people around. I didn't have to have all of that, right? I just had to have myself, and I had to love myself. And once I loved myself, I would be able to love anybody else that was around me, that was doing it. You know what I mean? Like I had to understand that. I thought the more people you had around you, the more stuff that you did, that was love. And it wasn't. I didn't have a balance. I did not have a balance. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you to have a balance. And loving yourself first, tip that scale, right? And once you've loved yourself and tipping that scale, then you can come up and balance it with everybody else. You feel what I'm saying? Then you can do that. But right now, I want you to tip that scale. Tip that scale on love, because you should love yourself, right? Be there for yourself and make sure that you are good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been one of those mornings. It has been good. It has been great. It has been all of that. And what's in your cup? Love. What you're going to take a sip of? You're going to take a sip of that love, and you're going to make it happen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize for this morning, but look, I'm here. I thank you for being here. I love you and all of that, and I will see you next time. It's Titan in the morning. Y'all better love yourself. Mm-hmm.